Hello, it is a beautiful afternoon in my garden. The sun is setting at the horizon, and the light is perfect right now, and my skin is protected. And I want to make a beautiful, calm, relaxing video. And I saw that my voice was kind of squeaky over at the ocean because I felt like I had to talk louder because of the waves. So then I noticed that I didn't have to talk louder, so that the waves are just a very calming background noise and I can just talk just like I am talking right now. So I want to talk about personhood rights for animals. I have created a new petition. It is part 2 of personhood rights for animals. My part 2 petition on care 2. I have a part 1 in which I have collected 1,063 signatures, which is not bad. That was the best one from all of my petitions so far in a specific time frame that you are given when you're circulating a petition. So it's not bad, but it's not what I was wishing for. It's like I'm wishing for at least 1 million signatures from people to say, right on, personhood rights for animals, the same rights as retarded children receive, from our legal system, from our government, from our health care, and so on. The same rights as retarded children. I hear people come up with really, really ridiculous counter arguments in quotation marks saying, you want to give a dog a right to vote? Here, Papa dog, you want to vote for Hillary Clinton? He goes, yes, I do, I do, I do, I do. I want to vote for Hillary, even though I am orange. I am orange, and I want to vote for Hillary Clinton because she is kind. So, anyway, so that argument falls right off because obviously animals cannot vote. So, don't expect it that this will ever happen. And maybe if we can create a bridge language to elephants, and you'll be surprised how intelligent elephants are. My goodness. I would say they are equally intelligent to humans. I've seen documentary films in which this subject was not discussed, but by observing elephants, I realized that, and terribly sad stories of horrible misunderstandings by humans misunderstanding animals, even conservationists totally bypassing their message, and they tried so hard to communicate, but and that's why I say, to anyone who is working in conservation and environmentalism and saving wild animals, particularly in Africa, you have to get Anna Breitenbach to come, and she has to translate for the animals because she does read their minds, she does communicate with them telepathically. And for everyone who does not believe this, please research Anna Breitenbach. She's from South Africa. She looks very much like I do, with long hair, and she communicates with animals in the most beautiful way. She's a God level soul, very advanced. I am not that advanced. And a fascinating woman, fascinating brain. Okay. So I know from watching documentary films, scientific films, BBC and other very serious documentary films, that just by observing the animals, highly intelligent animals like elephants and dolphins and whales, I realize how incredibly intelligent they are, and their lives are different. They live with different demands in their lives. They don't live in this human-made world. They don't live with language yet, but I truly believe that they could learn it, and once they learn it, that they would vote for Hillary Clinton, believe it or not, because they would not go by some kind of talk radio or fashion or fear of social rejection. So they would have voted for Al Gore. Yeah. They would have voted for Bill Clinton. The reason why so many people voted for Bill Clinton, why do you think that is? I'll tell you why. Because he's good looking. That's why Arnold was voted in. Okay. And I let some environmentalist activist, social activist person talk me into not voting for Arnold. I don't even remember who we voted for, but we didn't vote for Arnold. And then later on it turned out that Arnold was the right choice, but people didn't vote him in for that reason. They only voted for him because, man, he's the Terminator. He is the gorgeous looking guy. So, yeah. And that is precisely why most people should not have voting rights. Okay? Right there. You say, you want to give animals voting rights? What about what about the people who are not even declared retarded? What about all those people that listen to talk radio and who are uh, going to church once a week and who are living in some kind of intellectual enclave, I mean anti-intellectual enclave, in some kind of closed up community. Yeah. Even people in LA, they don't come out of this closed up mental community, even though they get exposed to other things, but they pretty much keep to their own community, to their church, to those people that adhere to it, to the barbecuing. And Papa Dog, what is it? What is it? That must be the kitty. The kitty was in the rhododendron, and he saw the kitty and he ran after her, but she jumps over the fence and Papa Dog cannot because he's 14 inches tall. And he has the stature of a hippopotamus, and a body structure with such big bones cannot jump over a high fence. That is impossible. So Papa Dog has to come back this way, and it is very disappointing. But at least he gets some excitement in his life, and that's what I call freedom. This garden here is the freedom we can give him. Yeah, it's about an acre of garden, and it's very nice and it's very beautiful, with a lot of grass, with a lot of hedges and shrubs to go under and to check out all the bird smells up in the trees. And so it's exciting, and that's freedom, and that's what we need to give each individual living sentient being. So Papa Dog has not that much of a demand as a whale has. You can't put a whale on an acre. You can't put a whale in an acre of pool. And that's what they do in Japan. In Taiji, they put whole bunch of dolphins in a small swimming pool. I don't know, not bigger than an acre, maybe not even an acre. And they are desperately trying to get out of that pool, but they can't get out. It's far away from the ocean, and I mean, too far for them to get to the ocean on their own. If they try to climb out, that property is also fenced off, probably have razor wire on the top where they're trying to shield themselves against carrying people who would like to come in and safely transport the animals back into the ocean. And obviously, the whale hunters, the Japanese whale hunters, are so ruthless with the dolphin hunters and the whale hunters. They are so ruthless, and they have their feet in the government, and they use the Fukushima donation money to bribe New Zealand and Australia and some other countries. Bribe them with money to have Paul Watson arrested, have Sea Shepherd barred, and now they have bribed them to not allow Sea Shepherd anymore in the whale sanctuary, which should be patrolled by interpolice, by international coast guards, but nobody is doing it. No one is doing it. It is a nonsensical law. It is a law. I mean, it's a good law, but it is nonsensical because it is not being obeyed by anyone. The only people who have gone in there to protect the ocean, to protect the whales and dolphins and other animals, have been Sea Shepherd. Okay, the only ones. And now these countries band together and have forbidden them to enter those oceans. And so what do we do? What do we caring people do? What can humans do to interfere? Not very much, you know. These people have risked their lives to protect the lives of the animals, of the ocean animals. And instead of appreciating that, I encounter so many people, so many also infiltrators and fake animal rights activists who claim to be better than them, and they're nothing like them, and who I don't know what it is, ego, or whether they are paid to slander them. I don't know what it is. But when I ask them, would you sign my personhood petition for the animals, they don't respond. So I know who is who. I know who's genuine and who is not. Okay? So I'm gonna post my petition under this video. I hope everyone signs it. This is absolutely incredibly important. Things will become much better. Once we have that in place, it will be a long journey. But people like Stephen Wise, who's an animal rights lawyer, are working on this tirelessly. He has been working on this for over 30 years. And this is my contribution. This is what I can do to help, you know, to circulate this for the rest of my life. And I will also create a bamboo paper petition, and I'm also gonna be petitioning in the future again in front of stores, and we'll see if I get some signatures together and get people educated on this subject. But this is what I can do for now. Okay, you guys take care. Bye bye.